Today, we are going to explain the movie Pretty Leather. Our story begins with a group of young ballerinas practicing for a show in Budapest. They all want one thing in common, to win, but they don't get along with each other. Princess is from a wealthy family who thinks she should be the leader. Miss Thorna is their head coach, trying to put them together as one team. Bones is the leader of the ballerina group, and she and Princess don't get along very well. The girls are out to get each other. And we have Grace, who is a church girl who feels telling lies is wrong. We also have the two beautiful sisters, Chloe and her sister. Bones and Princess get into a heated argument, and Princess is forced to hit her on the nose. Miss Thorna talks with Bones about her hitting Princess. The team arrives in Hungary, but on their way, their bus breaks down in the middle of the road in a forest. The team decides to walk. They later arrive at a hotel close by. They meet a man who tries to send them away, but his brother Osip walks in on them and asks them to come in. Bones sees a ballerina frame on the wall. Osip tells her it is his boss and that she used to be a dancer. Osip introduces them to Sona. Sona gives the girls ballerina clothes so that they can change out of their wet clothes. The girls meet Devora, the boss of the hotel, who used to be a dancer. She tells the girls she will call a cab for them. A very notorious drug lord's son, Pasha, walks into the hotel bar. People are afraid of him. He is there to collect money from the hotel for protection. One of the girls asks to use the bathroom. Osip offers to take her, but Miss Thorna decides to take her herself. Pasha is looking at the girls. Miss Thorna arrives at the bathroom with the girl. The keyboardist plays for the girls and they go on stage to dance for everyone at the bar. Miss Thorna hears a noise coming from the other side of the corridor. She goes to check. She sees Miss Devora torturing someone and immediately runs back. Downstairs, the girls are having a good time with everybody, dancing and happy. Miss Thorna comes down to meet the girls, but is stopped on her way by Pasha. Pasha tries to act inappropriately. She tries to avoid him, but she is forced to hit him. Pasha gets angry and shoots her in the back of her head. The girls are shocked and scared. Pasha threatens everyone in the bar, yelling that this is Markovich territory. Princess asks for the police to be called. Miss Devora tries to calm everyone down. Bones runs away trying to escape from the hotel. The other girls are taken to a room in the hotel. Bones is hit with a shovel and captured. Osip gives one of the girls candy drugs. Miss Devora asks Pasha's men to take Miss Thorna's body away. Miss Devora takes Pasha to her office. When Miss Devora opens the door, Bones is taken inside. Pasha and Devora discuss how to handle the situation. Devora shows Pasha the video of him killing Miss Thorna on the security camera footage. Miss Devora takes back her money from Pasha and asks him to call his father to come to the hotel, saying she will no longer pay him anymore. Sona interrogates Grace, who is already high on drugs that Osip gave her. Bones tells her not to tell Sona anything. Sona asks who knows their location. Grace tells her nobody. Before Sona leaves, Bones begs her not to tell anybody, but Sona refuses, saying disobeying Devora means she will lose her tongue. Devora calls a doctor on the phone to come over, saying she has a job for him. Pasha meets his men at the bar and tells them they should leave. One of his father's men asks him for the money. He tells him he has given Devora the money back. Sona tells Devora that no one knows the girls are in the hotel. Devora asks her men to burn the girls' things. Devora sees her son kissing one of the girls, Chloe's sister. Devora speaks Hungarian to her son, but he tells her the girl cannot hear or speak, so she should talk in English. Devora takes her away. Miss Thorna's body is taken to the basement. Devora removes the bullet from her head and burns Miss Thorna's passport. The girls' passports and phones are also burned. Bones frees herself from the rope they use to bind her hands. She checks on Grace and notices she is high. Bones makes Grace throw up. Osip goes to take the girls' bags to the basement. He goes to the room where the girls are locked. He calls Grace, but the girls know he is coming, so they act as if they are sleeping. He goes over to Grace's bed and sees that she threw up. He knows Grace is high because he was the one who drugged her with candy. When Grace looks at him, she sees the face of a vampire. Grace is scared, so Bones attacks Osip from behind. She stabs him in the eyes. Osip fights back. Bones attacks Osip again. The two of them fight and break the wall into the other room where Princess and Chloe are locked. Bones stabs Osip in the face. Grace throws a spear across the room, but Bones hits Osip with a kick. Osip falls into a sharp spear and dies. Dvora is not happy with what Pasha did, so she tells her son to give them drinks so that they will get drunk. Pasha asks his men to go and kill the girls. The girls look for a way out of the basement, but before they can escape, Pasha's men find them. The men are already drunk. Bones asks the girls to attack together. After a lot of fighting, the men get tired. Grace stabs one of the men and Bones kills the other. They try to escape, but Chloe asks them to find her sister. Princess thinks it's a wrong idea, but Bones says they are not leaving anyone behind. Princess asks Grace to go with her, but Grace says no, so Princess goes alone. The other girls find Sona in the restroom and ask where Chloe's sister is. They bind Sona in the restroom. Dvora finds Pasha's men dead in the basement. Princess finds the doctor cutting Miss Thorna's body. She leaves without him noticing. Along the way, she meets Dvora's son. He lets her go because he is confused about what she is saying. They find Chloe's sister. Bones finds a gun in Dvora's office. Chloe's sister refuses to go with them, but her sister forces her and carries them along when they see Dvora coming. They hide in the kitchen and see Princess crying. She tells them she saw them cutting Miss Thorna's body. Dvora asks for help from the people in her bar to find the ballerinas. Pasha tells her it is too late and his men have taken care of them, but she tells him his men are already dead. Princess takes the gun from Bones. She knows how to use a gun. They see a phone and try to call the police. Pasha calls his father to come and pick him up, not telling him his men are dead. He has no one to drive him home, not knowing this is what Dvora wants all along, to take revenge on Pasha's father for cutting off her leg when she was young because of money her father owed him. Dvora opens a box filled with C4. The girls prepare themselves for one last fight. Someone walks in, and the girls hide. Before the police pick the call, they are discovered. Princess shoots him in the hand, and the girls run away from the kitchen. There are Dvora's men everywhere. The girls have nowhere to run, so they all pick up weapons to fight. Pasha takes the gun from Princess. The girls get ready, surrounded by Dvora's men. At the bar, the first man attacks, but the girls take him down quickly. They combine their dance moves with fighting. The girls fight not just with strength, but with their ballet skills, moving fast and watching each other's backs. The men underestimate them, but they are taken down before they realize it. This is not just a fight, it is survival. One of Dvora's men starts shooting. The girls hide behind the bar and create an explosive with alcohol. An explosion follows. Dvora hears the sound. Everyone is down. Sona takes a gun from Pasha. The girls try to escape. Princess is held back by one of Dvora's men, but Bones saves her. Sona shoots, but the bullet hits him. Princess stuns Sona with a glass cup. Bones takes the gun from Sona and hits her with it. Princess escapes the hotel, but Bones faces Miss Dvora with a gun. She tries to shoot, but there are no bullets. She tries to hit Dvora, but Dvora blocks it and points a gun at Bones. Pasha holds Bones. Dvora shoots Pasha in the leg. Princess promises to come back for Bones. Bones is tied to a chair. Dvora makes her makeup, waiting for revenge. Pasha's father is getting closer. Dvora dresses in her ballerina outfit. The doctor stands behind Bones and tries to torture her, but Bones laughs as if she feels no pain. Princess returns to the hotel. She sees a mummy casket. Pasha is inside. Pasha's father arrives. Devora speaks to him on the phone. Pasha comes out of the casket. The doctor tries to cut off Bone's leg, but Princess shoots him with a crossbow. Princess knocks Pasha down with a kick. The other girls enter from the back and see explosives planted everywhere. They find Bones and Princess carries Pasha. Devora stops them at gunpoint. Pasha's father's men start shooting. Pasha tells them to stop as Devora holds a gun to his head. Devora tells the girls to run. She throws Pasha down the steps to his father and presses the trigger. Everything explodes. The girls escape just in time. They take Pasha's men's bikes and go to their ballerina concert center to perform. The end. Follow for more recap videos and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.